Hello guys, and welcome back in my channel. In this video I will show you my mega base in Wuling, and with this base you can get the highest profit, producing LC Wuling battery and a Yajin syringe or Jingcao drink, depends on what you want to sell and which one you want to use. And whenever you need, just by clicking one button, you can make it produce gear component, Xiranite and Liquid Xiranite. And since we have limited ores in Wuling, you have a limited of products you can make, and this base will min-max all the productions. This base is totally doable the first day you reach Wuling, and it doesn't require you to upgrade too much, and you don't even need to use the Sub AIC if you don't want to use it. You can put everything in the core AIC area. First of all, you will need to unlock these nodes from the AIC of Wuling. Just to go around and search for the data logger. Then unlock the core AIC by progressing with the story, and use a temporary Xiranite blueprint to get some Xiranite first. Connect the pipes, then put Sandleaf in the seed machine on top side, and Yajin in the seed machine below. If you don't have Yajin, you can just go here, and literally in front of you, and get some Yajin here on the ground. And then put it in the seed machine, remove here, and wait a bit, you will get a lot of Yajin. Then connect again, and wait for some time to get some Xiranite. Of course, if you already have a lot of Xiranite in your depot, at least a few hundred, you can skip this step. By progressing with the main story, till here, you will unlock the environment monitoring terminal. Just do the 2 photo jobs and get around 60k stock bills. And unlock the area expansion, at least the first area expansion. And then get the unlock Wuling depot bus. So you totally have all the money. If you want the max efficiency, reach regional level 4. Pretty simple in Wuling, just unlock the recycling station and the depot nodes. You should be able to reach level 4. It will cost 12k, which is totally acceptable. 500 points. A lot of mining places, for example here, it was locked. But now I reached level 4, it will be unlocked, which means we need to go there and place a mining rig. Here as well. Then it's here as well. Remember that in this place there are some as well. It's behind a wall, and you just have to hit the wall to get in. If you have everything, then your theoretical data should be 360 Iridium ore per minute and 90 Ferrium ore per minute. Prepare some batteries from Volley 4. 2 stacks are enough. Then some stacks of Sandleaf and 3 stacks of Yajin, Jingcao, depending on which one you want to make. If you need, just use 1 planting machine and 1 seed machine at Wuling to get them first, 3 stacks. Now we're done with the preparation, we can start to build the mega base. First of all, import the blueprints you need from the description by going to Blueprints, then go to Share the Blueprints, and then click on bottom side Import Blueprint. Just copy-paste the code. If you're manually typing the code, just know that the code doesn't contain lowercase l. Careful to O and 0, and all codes works perfectly fine, so if it gives an error, you must have typed the code wrongly. Careful to spaces as well, they will make the code invalid. Pay attention to items on the ground as well. They will make the area undeployable due to restrictions. Paste the map having the river on your left side. Let's remove everything from the core AIC area and put the core on the top left corner. Then place 2 temporary thermal bank, we're gonna remove later. And put in 2 stacks of Volley battery to get some startup energy. Now let's deploy Wuling left. Matching the bottom left corner. You can check from here. At this point, let's deploy Wuling right. To match the other half. When it becomes blue, you can deploy it. Now, let's set up the output for the core. Set on bottom side output as a Ferrium ore. And the top mid side as Sandleaf. Then move it to the bottom right side here. It will match perfectly. Go to the bottom left side, here, and put 1 stack of Yajin or Jingcao in the seed machine, depending on which solution you want to make. And then you have to connect the 3 water pumps, so you need to prepare 3 fluid pump. Here. One is enough to power up all three. Connect one here for the Forge of the Sky. One on bottom left corner, right here, for these two machines. And in the end, drag one long pipe right below the core to this pipe splitter. At this point, you have two options. Use the Wuling Top optional blueprint here, or go to the Sub AIC and use the Wuling Sub AIC. Let me show you both options. If you want to keep the Sub AIC totally free, then you deploy the Wuling Top optional here on top side. Just leave here some space for later. Then put one stack of Yagen on each of these two seed picking machines. And put one stack of Sandleaf in these 4 seed machines in the middle. In the end, put a fluid pump here and connect the pipe to this splitter here. In case you want to use the Sub AIC, then let's go to it. Face the map having the small lake on your left side. And move your core to the right side in the middle. Now just deploy the Sub AIC blueprint. If you haven't upgraded your Sub AIC, so it's still level 1 of the sites, this will fit it perfectly. Now just deploy one fluid pump and connect the pipe to this pipe splitter. Put one stack of Yagen in each of these 2 seed picking machines. Basically the same as doing with the other version. That's why 4 stacks of Sandleaf and 2 stacks of Yagen or Jinsao on top side and on bottom side. Once you've done, move the core to the middle and let the core take all the items. So it's up to you if you want to deploy Plants Farm here in the Sub AIC or directly at the core AIC area. Just remember that you need one of them, you don't need to deploy on both. Now for the power usage. Here on bottom side I only used one thermal bank, and one bank will only get 1800 power limit, which is more than enough for this base if you don't have too many ziplines and turrets or other facilities out there. But of course, people are going to place turrets, ziplines and other facilities. So you can use 2 banks here to get a limit of the 3400. But that will be a waste. That's why you can find 3 different MinMax batteries blueprints in the description or pinned comment. Now, based on your power usage, take the one you need. You can check by clicking the core AIC. All 3 blueprints can be deployed here in the middle. With the first one, it can handle a maximum of 2390 of power usage. With the second one, you can arrive at a limit of 2685, while the third one has the limit of 2985 power usage. You will have the alert of insufficient power, but do not worry. Before your backup power finish, you will charge it in time. In case you need more than 2985, you can just use the 2 thermal banks. Using these small circuits can help you save more batteries. If you want to see the full formula and how many batteries you can save, you can check the pinned comment. By the way, now you can remove the 2 temporary thermal banks. Now a very important step, the Metastorage transfer. This function is available once you reach Regional Development Level 12 on Volley 4, and you can easily reach that by upgrading all the outposts, Lucky Carrots, Depot Nodes to max level. This function allows you to transfer 1500 ferrum ore to Wuling each hour, and it will not consume the ferrum ore in your Volley 4. So in short, it will create out of nowhere 1500 ferrum ore at Wuling without any cost, unlike the normal transfer method. But even with this 1500 per hour, you can only reach 115 ferrum per minute. These 1500 are not calculated in the yield, by the way, so it's normal to see 90. And a full syringe production line consumes 120 ferrum ore per minute. That's why I created this small circuit here, which transports 25 items per minute, instead of 30 items per minute. The logic is very simple. Just know that with this circuit, you can reach in the graphs 115 usage per minute, which is perfectly in balance with your gain together with the Metastorage gain. Remember to don't power up these two protocol stashes. By default, they are not powered up, but for safety, just turn them off and change here to storage mode. Their main usage is to split equally the belt speed for fitting unit and molding unit. If you don't split equally, then later something will clog. So this is the best. And in case you haven't unlocked the Metastorage yet, just remove this protocol stash and connect it normally, without the circuit. Another main reason to don't use the normal transfer is because with my other Volley 4 base, the consumption is already at 1080 per minute, so there are no extra ferrum ore to transfer to Wuling. That's why the Metastorage is very helpful. This base will produce 12 batteries per minute, but will consume some based on your power usage. And then is a 5.75 syringe per minute, not 6 per minute because we don't have 120 ferrum per minute. If you don't have a Metastorage, so only using the 90 ferrum per minute from Wuling, then you will produce 4.5 syringe per minute. For gear components, just come here, close to the core. This is set on by default, so it will not let in the gear components passing by. So when this will clog, the battery production will be at full speed. So if you want to produce them, just turn this off, and it will start. You can make up to 2100 gear components per day this way. Doing this will halve the production rate of the batteries from this side. So from 12 batteries per minute, you will be making 9 per minute in total. Once you don't need the gear components anymore, just turn this on again, or you can just straight up turn off this machine. So it will clog faster, and you can go back to the battery production faster. You can set up certain number of the components you want, and once that number of components pass by this control port, it will close automatically. So your battery production speed is full again. Very flexible. On left side we have a similar thing for Xiranite and Liquid Xiranite. The first time you deploy this blueprint, this battery production on left side is also not at full speed, because it's splitting the Xiranite to make the liquid one as well. But once this fluid tank is full, the battery production will go full speed again. The main reason to make the Liquid Xiranite is because some areas require you to use the water gun, carrying Liquid Xiranite to destroy the blight. So when you need that, just come here and manually drag the bottles take the liquid. If you need the bottles, just take some from this production line here. And then another small switch here. In case you need some Xiranite to craft facilities, you can just turn this off, and half of the Xiranite will go here, directly to the depot. And once you think that you have enough Xiranite, you can just turn this on again to stop the splitting, or you can also set up a number. This way you can make the battery production go full speed again. Also, this base will produce enough Yagen and carbon for your daily delivery job. Last words are, don't worry if the productions are a bit scuffed when you deploy down the blueprint. After some time, half hour or 1 hour, everything will stabilize like I showed at the beginning. Well, that's all. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye!